YouTube, what is up? Beardy Yakking here, and here is part 3 of the Honda 2600 rebuild. I don't know how the fuck this shit's gonna go. I already pulled bolts out. You know what I mean? Intro isn't what I wanted. Don't feel like putting an intro in right now. So I figured I'd just inquire my intro into the start of the video and everybody knows. You know what I mean? Anyway, so this is as far as I am right now. I have everything disassembled and basically I just put the shit back together to show you guys how easy it is to take apart. I ain't even going to show you that. But you got a center bowl here. This here just goes right in here. On. And that's about it. But you got these two pieces here, which is funny because when you put it on, see how they're offset? They got to line up like that when you put it all back together. But here's the best part. Here's the outer ring of that bearing. Here's the inner ring of the bearing. And here's some fucking metal. And all the fucking little pinballs fucking blew out. So we're going to toss this. So anyway, I remember I said that I may or may not put all new seals in it. So when I took these out, I already had this apart to overlook it. I cleaned it up a little bit. So this is where I'm pretty much going to have to clean up even more. These seals here, these things are completely shot since I took it apart. Now I could have left that alone, but I just wanted to take a look at the inside. You know what I mean? Because I don't need to take this off to get everything out of the guts. You know? You kind of do, but you kind of don't. Well, anyway, look at this. It's stiff. It's not rubbery no more, so we're going to toss that. Put that aside. Then we're going to yank this other one out of here. Look at that. It was stuck in there. It's flattened out right here. That's no good. That's a bad seal. It's a bad seal. Then in the meantime, while I'm waiting on parts, I'm going to clean this groove up here. I'm going to clean all these grooves up. Both sides. Shit. I'm going to clean all this up here. There's a lot of corrosion down in here, so I'm going to try and clean that out the best I can. Looks like it's like detergent and oxidation from the aluminum. And this bearing here is another problem. The bearing's good. But here's what worried me when I took it apart. All that friction from this rubbing the backside of that bearing. Not too much the backside of the bearing, but the housing wall of the bearing on the backside is completely shredded. So I cleaned out most of the metal particles, and the bearing I actually had to pack it back in because it was pretty much sticking out so far. That's why this here started creating some rubbing and some friction on the metal, which is probably why it caused the bolt to heat up, which then heated up the bearing heated up, which then caused the actual radial housing to heat up and just crack, and then fucking bearing blew. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing I can come up with. But it is fixable. We're going to get it fixed. We're going to get it running. And we're going to get it some good pressure out of it. Because I already have the housing on order, which will be here this Thursday. This Thursday. Then I'll order the seals. That'll probably be another fucking week fucking shipping of waiting. But there's always a but. You all seen what this looked like. Let's just say that I now have its cousin also. I now have 2 pumps instead of this one, because I found the same on for sale, and I was able to talk the guy down to $5 just because that radial housing was fucking broken at 2. So what I might do is crack that open to try and save me, I think, $12 for the seals. See how that looks. Then just when the part comes in, take that whole head and slap it on this one. We'll see how that turns out. Anyway, this is Bearded Yakking, and we're gonna get this thing running and rebuilt. So like, comment, and subscribe. And that's all. That's about all I got. You know what I mean? Yes, this video is a little boring. Once again, it's Bearded Yakking, and we are signing off.